I'm here with one of my young proteges, man. It is awesome to be here in Ashland. We thank you very much for checking this event out. And what a wild night it's going to be.
Samwell Thompson, of course, being accompanied by Valerie Verman. Let me tell you, these two individuals right here, I'm not sure if it gets any more self-absorbed than these two.
I did meet Samuel earlier today for the first time, and he gave me one of those handshakes where, yeah, nice to meet you, and wasn't even like looking at me, and I was like, oh, this guy, okay. Well, we'll see what he can do inside the squared circle. He's got quite a matchup on his hands to kick things off.
Dustin Jackson, a standout here from the state of Kentucky, has made a lot of waves in OVW wrestling, a two-time OVW media champion, five-time OVW tag team champion, and here tonight, going toe-to-toe with Samwell Thompson, but these two do share a little bit of a history with one another, both born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. At one point were friends, Kevin, but now, all these years later, it's a much different situation.
And it is a very well-known story, of course, here locally, the falling out that these two had. But we'll see how these former friends meet up. And again, it's a pressure-packed situation on a huge night. Stars of OVW present, along with stars of OVW's past, some of the pillars of the company here tonight. And what a great event.
Right now, both men jockeying for a position earlier as Samwell Thompson grabbing the hair of Dustin Jackson, trying to get that early advantage now. Patting the chest of Dustin Jackson, but as friendly as that little smile may have suggested, not a lot of goodwill behind that.
No. And of course, Samwell, which by the way is not U-E-L as it is traditionally spelled, but rather W-E-L-L.
With the crowd here in Ashland, Kentucky, telling Thompson exactly what they think of him. Now Dustin Jackson back to the side headlock, looking to keep things under a nice, well-kept pace. Brings down Samwell with a shoulder block.
The athletes here tonight are going to have to be mindful of the ring. The ropes, in the way this ring is designed, are much looser than they might be used to.
We're seeing that right now as Samwell off the ropes, right into a drop kick from Dustin Jackson, showing that impressive athleticism early on.
And when you have ropes, as we do here tonight, as opposed to cable that's covered by rubber hosing, a lot of times the rope will have more play, so you've got to be patient as you're hitting the ropes before moving forward.
Certainly a lot more give in the rope. You're seeing it bend much further than you typically would. And now Jackson had it scouted, chop bringing down Samwell Thompson.
So as Thompson retreats to the corner now, Jackson on his path forward. And we can tell right away who the more powerful striker is, and that is Jackson. Tremendous championship pedigree, as you mentioned, in Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Oh, swing and a miss with that one. You see the welts already forming on the chest of Samwell.
And Carmen, you have the pleasure of being there in the New Davis Arena, being able to call the action each and every week, Ohio Valley Wrestling. You've seen Dustin Jackson's progression over the years.
Well, let me tell you, Dustin Jackson, especially in this last year, has progressed so exceptionally well. And you're seeing right now, he's having to adjust on the fly as Samwell coming down. But now, with that media championship in hand, he's gone toe-to-toe with the Revolution at OVW this past year, but now he's got his eyes set on creating a name for himself.
And Samwell, even though both these competitors young, you see the veteran move there. Valerie Verman. Now, let me ask you this. Is her family last name Verman? Would she be called the Vermin?
I'm just saying.
Or is it the Vermins?
I'm just saying, I've never have seen a name fit a person quite as well as
Wait a minute.
Valerie Verman grabbing the ankle of Dustin Jackson, providing the distraction. In comes Samwell Thompson with a boot.
And our referee, of course, had her attention diverted. And Valerie was able to assist in getting Samwell Thompson the advantage.
Give credit where credit's due. Valerie, took her attention away from her phone just long enough to provide a little bit of help for Samwell. We're making progress.
Well, there's always hope, is there not? Of course, all these athletes here tonight sanctioned by the Kentucky State Athletic Commission. As are our officials.
Samwell once again trying to create that little bit of distance from Dustin Jackson.
Watch out now, Jackson's coming in the ring. Sam Thompson moving forward and connects to the throat. A thrust in the throat, now watch this.
Russian leg sweep immediately transitions into the pin. Kick out at 2 from Jackson.
So the kick out at 2, very nicely done by Samwell Thompson. And you can tell already that these two are well-schooled, fundamentally sound. They know exactly what to do when they get the advantage, press the advantage, lay the weight on the frame of the opponent, down on the mat. And hopefully that will lead, of course, to victory.
Right now, Samwell trying to control the pace, but Jackson back on his feet, shots to the midsection. Samwell, one of his own now, shoots off the ropes into a clothesline. Jackson starting to build some momentum now.
Reversed and
right out of the corner with another one.
Jackson is so extremely motivated here today. And of course, everybody who's currently on the roster of Ohio Valley Wrestling, if they're competing against a non-roster mainstay, need to be on guard. Thrust kick there.
Goes for the cover, hooks the outside leg. Samwell Thompson with a kick out at 2.
Can you imagine Samwell Thompson ringing the phone of Ohio Valley Wrestling if he catches a victory here in our opener? But things are looking good for Jackson right now.
You want to talk about an opportunity? You're able to put away an OVW champion here tonight in the state of Kentucky. I got to imagine that immediately puts you in the hunt for a title at OVW. Samwell raking the eyes. Again, we're seeing time and time again, not afraid to bend the rules behind the official's back. Samwell off the rebound, boot connecting to the temple.
Yeah, Jackson's vision still clouded. Thompson takes advantage, shooting out of the second rope corner, missile drop kick, now crawling to the cover, leg hook, 2.
And all that weight down on the chest of Dustin Jackson, but not quite enough on the shoulders as Jackson able to get the shoulder off the mat. Now, see the frustration starting to grow for Samwell.
What a venue here we have in Ashland, Kentucky. Just great sight lines, tremendous views for all the fans who have turned out in force here tonight for ECC.
Samwell lining up for something, caught. Jackson had it scouted. And now hoist him up, DJ driver, will it be enough?
Oh!
And still, once again, Samwell Thompson able to kick out at 2, but now Dustin, his eyes set on that top turnbuckle. But you mentioned it before, Kevin, he's got to be careful on these ropes.
And, of course, also has to be careful with Valerie Verman lurking on the outside as well. She's gotten involved once. Could it be again? Wait a second now. Look at this.
Looks to be a much more immediate threat now. Samwell taking advantage. Dustin Jackson crouched on the top. Samwell gearing up for it once again. Going for that DDT and plants him.
Jackson's head drilled into the mat. And now Samwell Thompson, Shining Wizard.
Right to the base of the skull. Could be a knockout blow. Is it enough? Jackson out at 2.
The first of many surprises here tonight in ECC at Ashland. A kick out by Dustin Jackson.
Let me tell you, what an incredible start thus far here at ECC Wrestling. Still so much more to come. We got all the legends from OVW in the house, as well as current roster members.
Here comes
now
another.
Samwell going for that second Shining Wizard. Caught with a DJT. And that is going to do it.
So Jackson gets the win here in our opening contest. Obviously, Samwell Thompson was set and ready to deliver another blindside shot that probably would have gotten him the victory. But